Okay, so this is my first trip to town. Beautiful day. Sun is shining. It's about 60 something degrees. And I got all the dirt road stuff behind me because you've seen that several times. Now I'm going to get on the main road and let's see what happens here. So this is going to be an interesting trip for me. As I said, this is the first time I've been on this. And transfer from dirt to asphalt to the regular road. Oh, this is pretty cool. See, now I'm coming up to my first turn. Was that 35 miles an hour? All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm trying my stuff as far as the counter steering, lane placement, all those things I keep reading about, and I keep watching those YouTube videos. You know, because apparently just because you rode a bicycle in the past doesn't mean you know how to ride a motorcycle or a scooter for that matter. But I think for me, the main thing is to relax, take it easy, and enjoy it. I mean, that's the whole point, is to enjoy it. And on a day like this, as you can see, it's a beautiful day, it's 60 degrees. I didn't even close the shield because the breeze was feeling so good. It was nice, really nice. You know, I got the ADV160. You know, I thought about getting something with some more power, but I just bought this, and the trade-in is just not worth it. Okay, here I am. I'm leaving the county. Leaving the county. All right, so now I'm leaving the county, and I'm committed. This is it. Committed. But that's all right. You know, so just enjoy the ride. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, it looks like we got a chicane coming up here. So that's all right. And this is, all right, traffic. And if you know anything about this area, that is traffic. That's a lot of traffic right there. I keep watching behind me to see if I have anybody coming up behind me, if I'm holding anybody up, because I'm only going about 35, 40 miles an hour. That's how I was staying. That's the range that I was staying when I was riding. It wasn't the fact that I wanted to go fast. I wanted to try and be accurate with what I was doing. So being accurate and fast, as you know, are two different things. Speed is going to come. I realize speed is going to come. I just don't want to be too much of a pain in the ass. Oops, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but beep. Anyways, about this time, I was really starting to relax a little bit. And it was smooth. I'm getting that throttle control going, and that's what's really starting to feel good, because I got that throttle control. Okay, so here's my first little bridge, and they had debris. There was a car that ran off of this a little while ago, not too long, a couple of months ago, and he was stuck in the mud, upside down. So I don't know how that person got out or whatever. But yeah, so there's a flood zone there, on these low areas, low marking areas. You'll see every once in a while I go across these little areas, and it'll say this is where the water is, the water line is. So obviously you stay inside unless you want to take out the canoe or something, you know. I don't have a canoe, so I wasn't going to use it. You can't use it if you ain't got it. See this? Oh, here we go. Come again. What's this? Okay, 30 miles an hour. All right, so I'm making sure I'm going at least 30 or less. Because as I said, I was like averaging about 35, 40 or something like that. My speed was increasing as I was starting to feel good about the road and the ride. Because the ground is dry, the pavement feels good. Yeah. And like areas like this where you can just see it's a straight out flat, you don't even really know how fast you're going. And then you run into this little bridge here. Bump. Okay, so there it is. Again, I don't know if you noticed, you gotta watch the water. I think that's the last one on this trip. Now I'm just riding. There's really no purpose where I'm going. I just want to head to town because this is the first time that I've ever done it. And of course, it's like anything else. The more you do it, the more comfortable you feel doing it. And I keep looking in the mirror, seeing if anybody's coming up behind me, but nobody so far. There's another turn. Get a chance to practice my my turning. And going uphill and doing a reverse turn, so reverse lean. But I had plenty of power. 157 had plenty of power. Now I've done some modifications on this scooter. Like I put the mirrors in, I changed the mirrors because this machine is manufactured in Thailand. That's what you see a lot of these. When I see these videos, a lot of the videos that have the ADV160, they are in Thailand, the Philippines, all this kind of stuff. So apparently, in those islands, scooters, that's the way people get around. And scooters in America are just not that popular for whatever reason. So getting any information on this on an ADV160 is always the chance I'm running into some guy speaking a foreign language, and obviously that doesn't do me any good at all. So as far as I know, I'm probably one of the few people in America that actually is going to make a video with an ADV160 riding around talking. All right. I mean, you see plenty of that with motorcycles, and that's where I get a lot of information from on how people ride their motorcycles. There are a lot of similarities, but there are a lot of differences. Like with the scooter, it has the CVT transmission, and all you do is twist and go, which is fine by me. Learning all of those gears, 1 down, neutral, 3 or 4 up, whatever that is great, and I would have liked to learn it. But anybody that knows me, I have broke both my legs, so and the way I walk like I walk falling uphill, so it wasn't going to work for me because one of my feet would always stick out, and I can't put my foot in order to change the gears. It's just the way it is. So I bought this scooter, and actually it's fun. And it's fine for right now because since I don't know, I'm like what do they call it? I'm a squid. What am I gonna do? I don't know anything. So I'm just learning and riding. Hopefully I won't make any major mistakes that'll put me in the hospital or the grave. But right now, I'm having a ball. This is just a jacked up time. It is great. Okay, so I'm almost into town, matter of fact. Now I'm looking at it. This is kind of what I call sort of like the ending right over here, because now the speed limit drops down to 35 miles an hour. Let's see. See the houses. Coming close to town. This is town, really. This is my town. Yep, there it is. Bing. 208 people. Which is something else a friend of mine was laughing at about the size of my town. You know, leave my town alone. 208 people. Ooh, New York's got what, 8 million? Nobody knows anybody. Okay, we're pulling up. And that's the, is that it? Yeah, that's the firehouse right there. Volunteer. Okay, those people that like to give tickets and stuff like that, and always commenting on how I'm driving and with the stop signs, don't look. Yeah, that's right, I did it. That's right, I did it. I rolled through that stop sign. Okay, so I'm going to head to the other end of town. Oh, also this reminds me, you know, a friend of mine was telling me, was just laughing at my town. You know, not only they're laughing at that there's only 208 people, but they had the nerve to laugh at the post office. Yeah, see, this is a small area. You know, it's not like New York City where you've got giant post office all over the place. Yeah, see, here's my post office building right here on the left. Real tiny building next to the police station, waterworks, neighborhood store. Some of these stores I've never been to. You know, I should take the time and go to one just to see what's inside. Buy some soda or something. Another church. So this town, a little town, but it has 2 churches. Yeah, I so enjoyed this ride. It was great. It was great. And hopefully I'll be able to get a mic so I can talk while I'm riding. I mean, I did do that on this particular video, but it didn't come out, so I had to, like, I'm dubbing in this. But, you know, it's like everything else. You know, you learn, you practice, you make mistakes, and then you get it right. That's what I'm trying to do. Try to get it right. So I'm pulling up. This is pretty much the end of this video right here, because this was my destination. I didn't really want anything here. I just bought some candy bars, and that was the end of it. Because it's the journey, not the destination. Thank you for visiting, leaving my comfort zone, y'all.